Crypto is back on the headline. Everybody seems like buying. Remember what happened in 2021? The price was picking in and then everything went down and lots of people lost money. Yet, here we are again. The price is skyrocketing and people keep buying. So what is it happening right now in the market? And what can we really learn from this situation as a professional or as an entrepreneur moving forward? Let's take in this video right now. The Bitcoin hits the all-time high price than ever. And on the top of it, the social media is flooded with the contents like, in 2020, if you would buy $100 Bitcoin, today you would be a millionaire already. So what is it creating right now with everybody's minds? There's one thing it's creating called FOMO. What is FOMO? Fear of missing out. And that is amazing beast causing this one thing. People fear of missing out and buying the thing in Bitcoins or another coin at the peak, and then price crashed and they fall in a big disappointment and also ending up losing money. This isn't a luck or something, it's a pure psychology. The FOMO makes us believe that we are missing out a big opportunity. Even the data says completely opposite. In the same reason people buy lottery ticket, even all the odds are terribly against them. Another example, that's exactly why people go to the casino when all the thing is against them to make them lose money. But there's the one thing to keep doing it because it's the FOMO, that fear of missing out. And here's the thing, the business can fall into the trap as well too. Fear of missing out because they want to jump into a new opportunity without a proper plan and proper analysis because the competitors are also doing into it too. So as a professionals, we need to make better decisions. And to make the better decisions, we must know how to handle this FOMO beast in our mind. How do I do it? I'm going to share with you the 3 keys which you can also use to even be a better investor in cryptocurrency, or you can be a better professional and leader in your career. The first key is about slow down and check. So even like a cryptocurrency, businesses can often fall into the trap of FOMO, chasing and following different ongoing trends. And as a business leader, we need to really pay good attention into it. So that means we're not being driven for something which is actually not bringing a long-term value. So now the question is, how can you really do that? I'm going to share with you some key specific mental model which is going to help you to do it for your own life, crypto investment, and so on. So the first thing, whenever you're facing a particular trend or something, pause and slow down and look into the different data. What is the data really saying into it? And then really pour into the right mindset to look at the data and actually break it down. What does it really means to us? But it all starts with pause, because if you don't do the pause, the whole thing will be looking like a blind show. So from all these things, when you're looking at the data, there's one thing we'll be always looking for. It's called pattern. Because the pattern will tell us where is actually supposed to go, in a positive direction, or it's just a FOMO factor bringing us to negative direction. That pattern is a really important fact. Let me give you an example. There was a hype of NFT. There's a big hype. If you don't know what is NFT, I made a detailed video about NFT. Check it out at the end of this video. But NFT was a massive hype it turned into one. A lot of companies get attracted about it, put their money into it as an asset, and then the market completely crashed. It went to almost like a valueless, and then what they have, they ended up selling it and lose money. The second key is avoiding the hard mentality. What is this? It's about when an investor sees there's an opportunity in the market and they decided to keep doing the same thing and keep investing more and more and more. But here's the point. In business, we often do the same thing. Just follow the market without actually putting the right critical thinking about that. So this is the 3 things I actually do to deal with this problem. The first is about independent thinking. It means it's not about just only doing the thing which everyone else is doing, but actually make decisions based on the logics, data, personal analysis, and so on. One of the great example is coming from the BlackBerry. So they were being stuck with a keyboard because they thought that is going to be a game changer forever. However, by the time the touchscreen already was thriving for and Apple and other one was taking all the market share and just didn't recognize, nobody wants what thing? That old out-of-date keypad inside the phone. So here's my personal advice, which I like to always apply myself. I always like to challenge myself because I want to figure out this one. Is it the right thing to do? I just don't want to follow through which everyone else is doing it. The third key, avoid making the emotional decisions. What I have learned in my own life is this about most of the time the emotions make us do the wrong decision. So it could be in crypto investing, buying the wrong time, or in a business, going for the emotion and hiring and onboarding someone, wrong person into the team, or even deciding to keep someone even it's time to let them go, or not onboarding someone just because you don't like the personality or like the face and so on. So what can we do with this one? So the tactics I really use for this one, I use a cool off period of time. Whenever I felt like I really didn't rush to make a decisions, I like to cool it down. I like to step back. I like to take the time and then I make the decision. On this one, the real life example which I really learned from it is coming from Netflix. I'm sure that you don't know Blockbuster, but Blockbuster used to be the biggest giant of film industry back that time in terms of distribution. The Blockbuster rejected the buying out deal of the Netflix in the last minute. But the Netflix team did not panic out. They stick to their plan. They keep developing, moving forward, and become a giant right now. So this is what I have learned in my personal life. If the decision make it feel like a lot, it's combined with a lot of fear, excitement, or upsetness, then I like to give it a time, and then I make the decision. Crypto FOMO give us a big lesson. Emotional decision making lead us to one thing. What is it? It's called a big regret. So here's the point. Whenever even investing or even running a business, when things get a little bit harder or challenging or too good, don't get too excited. Don't overlook the data. Look at the pattern. Don't just follow throughout the industry. Look back, analyze the property, and then make the next step. And the one thing is to always avoid is to follow the crowd blindly. Want more tips like this? Hit the subscribe button right now, and I will see you in the next video. Next week, we have some exciting plans, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it out.